Hey everyone, this is Mrs. Gilmore. I just wanted to give you all a quick little tutorial on a website called Desmos.com. Desmos is incredibly helpful, especially if you are working on Aleks topics at home alone and you need some assistance. Desmos is an online graphing calculator, and the website is right here. It's just Desmos.com, Desmos.com. So if you go there and then click on this graphing calculator button, it brings you into a screen where you can type stuff on the left and the graph shows up on the right. And there's tons of features in here. There's more than even I know what to do in here. There's tons of things that can help you. So first, a couple of features. Right up here is where you would type things in. Like if you wanted to graph y equals 2x plus 5, you'd type in y equals 2x plus 5, and boom, there's the graph. And then you can easily see the x-intercept, the y-intercept. You could count for the slope. If you have a touch screen, you can pinch this graph to change the scale, or you can use like your scroll wheel to change the scale. I like to set it like this so that each box denotes 1 unit. That makes it easier. So if I wanted to count out the slope here, I could count, up to over 1. The slope of this is 2. This also works if you're doing quadratic functions like parabolas. Y equals x squared. To square, right above your 6, there's a little caret thing, a little like up arrow thing. So shift your 6 button. See how that raised my cursor up into the exponent part, and then you can put a square. To get out of the exponent, you hit the right arrow, and that takes you down out of that exponent. And then, so you can type in the quadratic equation, and then it shows you the parabola, and it labels your x-intercepts, it labels your y-intercept, it labels the vertex. So if this had been something like, let's see, minus, notice this shows the y-intercept, the vertex, and the x-intercepts. It shows a lot of information about the graph. You can also do square root functions here. I think it's actually outside of my video. Hold on a second. Okay, I just resized my screen so you can see it. There's this little show keypad feature where there's a whole bunch of other features like square root, pi, greater than, less than, absolute value, all sorts of things that you might need when you're typing things in. The other cool thing is that you can type in y equals, or you can type in f of x equals. It will do both. Or if it's like, you don't even have to put y equals. If I just do 2x plus 5, it graphs the line y equals 2x plus 5. So it's very forgiving. In Aleks, sometimes it asks you to graph things by using a table, or it asks you to fill in a table of values. So let's say you have something like, I don't know, f of x equals the square root, which here's the little square root thing, of x minus 6. I've seen this one on somebody's program. So if it's asking you to fill in the table, I don't even care about this graph that I see over here on the right. Find this little settings wheel where it says edit list, and then click on this thing that looks like a table, and that converts it to a table. Then if it asks you, like, what's the value of the function if x is 3? You can type in 3. You can type in 6. You can type in 70. You can type in 106. You can type in anything, any x value it asks you for, and it will give you those y values. It'll do the math for you so that you can fill in that table on Aleks and not have to worry about having made a mistake. So Desmos has tons of capabilities here that are really, really helpful. I have seen problems where it says like, graph the function and identify the x-intercepts in the vertex. Well, if you can type it in where that red thing is right there, you can then see a picture of it and you can pick out the x-intercepts, the y-intercepts, the vertex, whatever it is it's asking you for, you can see it there. So If you're struggling in Aleks, if you need help with some of these functions and graphs and tables and stuff, go into desmos.com and see if you can figure some stuff out in there. It may help you. You can add multiple things. So if you wanted to graph like systems of equations, like y equals 2x plus 3 and y equals negative 4x minus 6, you could graph these two equations and see where they meet. The other really cool thing is that if this said like 4x plus 6 equals 2y, you can type it in that way. It doesn't even have to be in slope-intercept form. I saw one person's, in one person's Aleks program, it was asking, if this is the function, this red one, if this is the function, rewrite it in slope-intercept form and identify the slope in the y-intercept. Well, if you just type this in, you can look at this graph and see that the slope is, let's see, up 1, 2 over 1. So the slope is 2. And the y-intercept is right here at 3. So if you can just type that whole equation in, you can look at the picture and figure out all of that information that you need. As always, please email me if you need help with anything. I am here for you. I want to help you succeed. My email is jgilmore, Gilmore, just like the Gilmore Girls, at bssd.net. Email me, let me know how I can assist you. I would love to help you reach your goal of getting through this course. Have a wonderful day.